morning. Good morning. Hi, I'm Michelle O'Neill, your purposeful living coach and boundary strategist. And I help high performing, high achieving, and heart centered women create their and execute their own unique blueprint for living their purposeful, exhilarating, and extraordinary life. And I am thrilled to be here before you this morning because I want to tell you that simplification is a powerful tool for unlocking joy. And I want to show you that too by our conversation this morning. I am so glad that you joined us this morning. And with that said, if this is your first time joining me, go ahead and put hashtag newbie. And if you've been here before, go ahead and put hashtag legacy. Tell me why you're not why you're here, but go ahead and tell me who you are and where you're from. Boy, I'm already starting getting tongue tied, but I'm excited to be here before you this morning. Look, we want to talk about simplicity as a powerful tool for unlocking and unleashing your joy. Well, in today's fast paced world, and it's always self gratification, we always want things fast and easy, right? Instant, instant coffee, instant everything. And it can be easy, so easy to get caught up in the chaos and forget what truly matters to us. Just going through our day to day and serving others and doing the things that they need us to do to help them take care of themselves and to take care of ourselves. We just get so caught up and so busy in everything that's around there. So, with that said, if we could just strip away the excess, what about that? Strip away the excess and focus on what's essential. We could actually cultivate a sense of peace and contentment and joy. And wouldn't that be great? That in the midst of this chaos, in the midst of this forever busyness, that you could have a sense of peace, that you could be content in the space that you're in, and that you could have joy, that excitement of being joyful and thrilled and happy in the space that you're in. So whether it's simplifying our relationships with technology, which really needs to be simplified, or decluttering our physical space, or aligning our lives with our values and our beliefs, it is best that we allow ourselves to prioritize what's important in our life. Live in the present moment and discover the joy that's already there, that's been there all along. But we're just too busy to see it. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to share with you the secret to simplicity as a path to joy. And I'm not talking about minimalism because a lot of times we mix the two together. We think that, well, if I have to have simplicity, that means giving up everything. That means going down to the bare minimum. That is not what I'm talking about. And there is actually a connection between simplicity and mindfulness. And I want to talk about how the two of those can work together to bring the joy that we're talking about in our lives. But first, I want you to understand exactly what simplicity is. I don't want you to get it mixed up with minimalism. It involves reducing the excess, not everything, but just the excess, and letting go of what's not necessary, what's unnecessary in your life, and actually focusing on what is important. Now, this process requires being present and aware of what is truly necessary in our lives and what is not, and making a decision based on that awareness. And one of the things I love always going back to, because I know you totally understand, is our closet. And every season, because I'm one of the old school people that put clothes away in the summer and winter to bring out the new clothes. And for me, it's like having Christmas all over again because you totally forget a lot of your favorite clothes or the things because you haven't worn them in 6 months or 4 months or however long. But the thing is, every time I go through that, every season, what I do is before I fold things up and put them away, anything that I hadn't worn in the last year or 6 months during that period, what I actually do is evaluate it. Is this something I want to keep? Does it have too many what I call woolly boogers on it? Is it thin bare in some, is it thin in certain areas? Is it that I don't like the color or I never really liked it anyway? And so what I do is I evaluate it and I determine whether I want to give it away or throw it away or give to some organization or whether I want to keep it. And so I do this at least twice a year. And by doing this, I am simplifying my space. I am decluttering that area. And so that's what I'm talking about. We have to do in our lives with people, with things, and with thoughts. We need to simplify and declutter those things. Now, mindfulness, now that you have a great understanding of what simplifying is, mindfulness involves being fully present in each moment. It's being aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your surroundings. How awesome is that? To be totally invested in what's going on right then and there in your life. And by participating in, uh, let me check one thing. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not missing any of your comments. But by practicing mindfulness, you can reduce your distractions. See, I was just distracted because I wasn't fully present here. That's a perfect example. But by reducing your distractions and increasing your focus on the present moment, for me, being present, totally present with you right now, and allowing for a deeper appreciation of that involvement of life's simple pleasures. And so, a perfect example of that, I want to share with you a time that my that me and my grandchildren went on a trip. And what we did is locally here, there is a local creamery and all their stuff is made right there on site and using the milk from their actual cows. So there is a freshness and a richness in the taste of the ice cream there that I wanted to share with my two grandchildren. And so I took them there. And when we went there, we had no phones out. We went in there, we decided what particular ice cream flavor we wanted, and we sat outside and we enjoyed those ice cream cones. We just reveled in the moment. We were content and loving, just really focusing on the flavor, the wonderful sun beating down on our skin, and the beautiful smells of the flowers that were around the actual creamery. And so in that moment, we were able to actually appreciate those simple pleasures and appreciate each other and really enjoy that time of just getting to talk and know each other better. That's mindfulness, soaking in your environment and your surroundings and being totally intentional and focused on what's happening right then and there. But simplicity and mindfulness, remember I told you, they actually complement each other and they can lead to more joyful, fulfilling life. By simplifying our possessions and surroundings, we create a space for mindfulness. We actually create that space where we can focus on what's going on around us because we don't have that barrage of our technology. Remember, I said we got rid of our phones. Our phones stayed in the car. We didn't even bring them out because how can you enjoy an ice cream cone and be sitting there on your phone? You're missing those simple pleasures. You're missing the richness of taste. You're missing that conversation that's had, sharing that experience with each other, enjoying the conversation and teasing each other and talking about the ice cream that's dripping down your chin and those memories that we have for later. All that's get missed when we don't enjoy the simple pleasures and create that space of mindfulness. And so I want to talk about, we were just talking about being sometime on our phones when we miss the important things of life. And so there's a role for technology in our lives. And there's a greatness for it and how it can contribute to the complexity of things that's going on in our lives. But sometimes we have to let it go. Technology can be an intricate part of our lives, but it can also take over our lives. And so we have to understand, do we want technology to control us, or do we want to control our technology? And that's where you want to be. You want to control your technology and not let it control you. We're constantly barraged by the notifications and the emails and social media and the updates, and that can lead to technology overload. You see, when I'm having this conversation with you, I put my do not disturb on, but I don't only do that, I also turn off the ability for that phone to make a noise because I want to be totally invested. I want to be intentional about the conversation that we're having right here. Because if I don't, technology overload can contribute to feelings of stress and anxiety and exhaustion because our mind is forever going. It never has a time to rest. And so sometimes just putting our phone down, doing simple things like deciding when you will check your email. Check it first thing to see if anything happened over evening that you forgot. Is there something that you need to address first thing in the morning? Check it in the middle of the day to see what happened during that morning that now maybe I need to take care of. Or what do I need to check or take care of before the end of the day? And then finally check it at the end of the day. Is there anything that I need to put in in my um, in my list for the next day? Is there anything I need to take care of before I close it down? But don't let your email control you every time you hear that you got mail or ding, you check your email. Everything doesn't need your immediate reaction. And so we have to learn to funnel that, to control that, and not let it control us. Simplifying our technology simply means setting boundaries and using it as a tool rather than a source of constant distraction. Don't let your technology, your social media, continually distract you. One of the things I just saw last night was a commercial that I thought was so perfect for this talk today. It was a bunch of rabbits that just came popping up all over your day and everywhere in your life and just taking you away. And it said something about rabbit holes. That Tubi, talking about being caught up in technology, TV, streaming, that Tubi was the perfect place to get lost in rabbit holes. What in your life do you allow yourself to be pulled away from what you should be focusing on and get pulled into a rabbit hole? How many times have you said, I got stuck in a rabbit hole or I got pulled away in a rabbit hole? How many times are you looking at something on your phone or looking at something on the internet and all of a sudden something pops up, this ad pops up, and you need to go check it out? No, you don't need to check it out, but you allow yourself to be distracted. So how can we simplify our lives? Is that a word? I liked it, but I don't think it's really a word. And then understanding that more is not better, but we have that mindset that more is better. Our well being is not caught in more. It's not always about having more. Does more money make you better? Yes, more money can allow you to have the ability to help others or have less stress. But there are those out there that are billionaires, millionaires, gazillionaires, and have no joy in their lives. So joy, I mean, more does not say, or does not, I'm looking for this word, does not mean that you will always have better. More is not better. And believing in more things, a lot of times we think that will give us happiness or success. But maybe you need to redefine what happiness is to you. What is success really for you? Is more the epitome of success? Do we always have to be caught up with the Joneses? Do we always have to have what the Joneses have? Or can we be content in what we have? Always striving for better, but not necessarily more. The reality is that material possessions often just give you temporary pleasure, but they don't lead to permanent change. They don't lead to permanent joy. Money is just fleeting, but joy can be permanent. We can always bring about more joy. And then simplifying our relationship with material possessions. Do you let what you have define you? Do you let how you look, who you know, who you're affiliated with? Do you let those things define you? So we can simplify things by several ways. And those ways can be reducing the clutter and distractions in our lives. They free us from stress and maintaining and organizing things. I love when my desk is totally devoid of clutter because I can focus more on what I need. My attention isn't distracted. When we declutter our lives, it helps us develop a deeper appreciation for what we already have. Is learning to use the things we have and make the best use of them. Sometimes having more or the greatest new thing doesn't necessarily simplify our lives. How many apps and how many pieces of software do you have in your life? And half of them you're not even using. I know what that is because I am an app sumo junkie. But I found out that half of those things I have, I don't even use, and some of them have the same purpose as another. And so now I have to declutter and decide which one is better and focus on that one. How many times do you find yourself with kitchen gadgets that you don't even use, or find that you have duplicates of the same thing and didn't even know it? And just doing the simple thing of decluttering and simplifying creates space for the things that you really do need, the things that in your kitchen that you need to get your hands on fast, but you couldn't find because it was under something that was a duplicate for something else. You want to create more meaningful experiences and connections in your life with others. And we can only do that by simplifying our lives. The concept of less is more from a perspective is not minimalism, but simplification of a lifestyle that aligns with our personal values and beliefs. And that's what we want for our lives, a simplistic lifestyle. It doesn't mean getting rid of everything. It's meaning that everything in your life has a meaning and a purpose, and that it doesn't clutter our life. It's about being mindful in what you choose to bring into your life, who you choose to bring into your life. Are they bringing something to the table, more joy in your life? Are they creating a negative space in your life? Is it a positiveness that these people are bringing into your life? Let go is letting go of the materialistic desires and actually finding joy in our lives. And it's focusing on the experiences and relationship. And one thing I noticed over the last few years is tourism has really understood this concept and this perspective. That now, when you look at different things that they're trying to get you, different things that they're trying to get you to buy into when it comes to tourism, it's no longer about the place, but it's about the experience. It's about the experience that it's about bungee jumping. It's about zip lining. It's about being in an environment that you've never experienced before. It's about going to the Amazon. It's about the safari. It's all about the experience that allows you to have memories that you created. And tourism has really tapped into this understanding of what's important in life. You know, ultimately, embracing the idea of less is more can bring you closer to your true purpose and bring more joy in your life. We have the ability to simplify our lives and prioritize what truly matters to us, and bring amazing experiences and positivity in our life. And by reducing this complexity and distractions in our life, we can cultivate a more mindful and intentional relationship with ourselves and with others. Wouldn't that be great? Isn't that awesome to know that we are fully present and intentional about the things that we do through our day? That the things that we choose to do in our lives are fully based on a purpose that we're trying to create for that day. Is knowing that everything we do has a purpose, that we are living a purposeful life. I'd like to offer you a way to experience a transformational power of simplicity and joy in your life for yourself. I want to invite you to join the joyful early access list that I have created. And that is, as a member of this waiting list, you'll be among the first to actually have access to my cutting edge course, Joyful, having a life every day full of joy, and tapping into that joy that already exists, but you're just unable to see it because of that clutter in your life. And it's having that ability to clear it away and experience the joy that you were created to experience. You have the opportunity to explore new strategies and perspectives and learn how to cultivate a more intentional and fulfilling life. I want that for you. And I would love to accompany you as you start your journey to a more joyful life. Why don't you join me by going to https forward slash masteringyourmonday.life/joy. And we can be on that journey. I can't talk together. I usually just talk all over myself when I'm excited. And I am so excited to talk to you today and to share with you my course, Joyful. Until next time, tell me in the comments, what are you gonna do? What steps are you gonna take to simplify your life and open up the space to be mindful, present, totally invested in your day and create joy in your life? What are you gonna do this week? And until next time, take care. I can't wait to talk to you next time. Take care. Bye bye.